This is a very, very serious and deadly storm.
Tonight at 11, flash flood emergency. At least 3 dead in North Carolina, several missing. And in both North Carolina and Virginia, flash floods, curfews, and states of emergency. This storm, it is a massive one.
We have live team coverage from all of the hardest hit areas in Virginia and North Carolina. We kick off our team coverage tonight with our team of meteorologists. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brandy Cummings.
And I'm Laura Queso. Chief Meteorologist Don Slater continues to watch this powerful storm. Don, how long will Matthew stick around?
I think it'll stick around for a few hours yet. In fact, we'll feel the effects into the day tomorrow. We've got the latest from the Hurricane Center on Matthew. It was supposed to move on through near Charleston and then head on out to sea about like that. Instead, it's significantly farther northward, made landfall and went over the Myrtle Beach area. Here's the latest on the storm. 75-mile-an-hour winds moving to the east-northeast now at about 14 miles an hour. It's getting caught up with some cooler air, so it'll likely start falling apart overnight. By 4 o'clock in the morning, it is due or just south-southeast of Cape Hatteras. And by then, I expect conditions will really start to improve. Once a storm moves to the south of your area, we start seeing more of a northwesterly wind, and things start improving a bit in terms of rainfall. By Sunday morning, it's an extra tropical storm, 75-mile-an-hour winds. That doesn't make much of a difference that it is extra tropical. It's just the structure of the storm. There's where it is coming up by tomorrow night, 65-mile-an-hour winds, and our conditions should really have improved by that point coming up tomorrow night. And there's where it finally is by Monday morning, and then Monday night, again, way on out to sea, 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's hardly doing a thing. Again, we've got a lot of rainfall into the area. Here's where the center of the storm is located, right on into here. You can kind of see it reflected just in this, the northwestern edge of the eye, but you can see this band right through here, and it was spearing into a front that was right about into here, and that front produced very heavy rain for the Hampton Roads cities, and then that front, and then this spearing into it on down toward the Edenton area. Edenton, an hour and a half or so ago, got about 3.5 inches of rainfall through this area. So again, huge amounts of rainfall a little bit earlier on. Here's what's going on right now. Well, this is over the past 4 hours on up to the present time. And again, you can see this area spearing into where that front was over the Edenton area especially. That's where we really got some heavy rain, and over the south side of the Hampton Roads cities as well, and into Gates County. And the reason for it was we've got a front which is over the top of our area, and now it's started to shift a little bit. But you'll note there's a southerly wind here, but that front is now right on down into here. But it was right over the top of the Hampton Roads cities during the late afternoon and evening hours, and it provided wind from one direction, wind from the north another direction, and it provided lift. So things really took off from there in terms of what was going on for some of this rainfall into the region. Now we take a look at the Hampton Roads area. Again, pockets here and there, moderately heavy rain, a little bit into Virginia Beach, but nothing as big as what we had earlier. There's where we are, Hertford, Edenton flooded. We got lots of flooding going on into the Hampton Roads area as well. South Mills getting pockets of heavy rain. Southern Virginia Beach, farther north, we're looking fine. For the eastern shore, we're looking pretty good. But again, the biggest stuff right now is into eastern North Carolina. We haven't let up quite yet, but we will be eventually. And with more on what's going on with the rest of our forecast, here's Ashley Baylor.
All right, so let's take a look at the fact that we still have these flash flood warnings that are in effect. In fact, it's for all these areas shaded in this dark red color. And when a flash flood warning goes in effect, it means that flooding is happening right now. So if you live in an area where the water is starting to kind of breach where you live, you need to seek higher ground. And sometimes it means even go to the second level of your house because you don't really want to go out. You don't want to venture into this water because you could be swept away by the moving water. So you actually need to go up. And those flash flood warnings set to remain in effect through the overnight hours. One other thing we have to talk about is the wind. Right now, we're starting to really see those winds pick up. Right now, sustained wind speeds ranging anywhere from 20 miles per hour towards Saluda to 36 miles per hour down towards Currituck, and the wind gusts are even higher than that. Right now, we're seeing 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Currituck, 44 in Virginia Beach, and again, these numbers will continue to go up overnight and into tomorrow. Expect wind gusts right around 50 miles per hour, potentially upwards of 60 in a few places closer to the coastline and down along the Outer Banks. So we have a lot to talk about in our full forecast, which will be coming up in just a few minutes. We'll give you a timeline on when this rain will finally taper off.
Ashley, thank you. Folks, we are continuing our team coverage tonight from Norfolk. The city has opened a shelter for residents to ride out the storm. It's at Norview High School on Chesapeake Boulevard. People asked to bring personal items, sleeping bags, blankets, and snacks. Pets are welcome. Lots of flooded areas across parts of the city, so bad Even more parking garages near ODU have been opened now to the public for free.
And several garages have been opened for the public all weekend long, especially in Norfolk and also Portsmouth. 10 on your side's Liz Kilmer continues to track the rising water. She's live in one of Norfolk's hardest hit areas. Liz.
Yeah, guys, those strong wind gusts Ashley mentioned, we're really feeling those out here now. In fact, the rain is actually blowing sideways. It's just been dumping down nonstop for hours. We've been across Norfolk, downtown, over in Ghent, a lot of flooded roadways over on Granby and Ghent. We saw actually a tree collapsed on a car, but I think the worst of what we're seeing is here in the Neon District. I want you to take a look. This is Monticello Avenue near Wilson Avenue. You can see these two vehicles obviously stalled and submerged with water here. They've been out here for quite some time. We've just been watching that water rise up those vehicles. So hopefully a towing company will be out here soon to get those vehicles. We've been seeing a lot of towing companies, a lot of towing trucks rather, going by. We saw a cab actually just being towed a few minutes ago. So those crews are certainly busy, along with city crews. You can see there is a city truck blocking this roadway, blocking several roadways across the area that are shut down due to this flooding. Just you can see how deep the flood water is getting here, and it's only getting worse. So folks, please be safe and stay inside and do not drive through any roads like this. You certainly don't want your car to stall out like some of those that we've been seeing. We're going to continue to monitor the conditions overnight, bring you the latest on in the morning show. For now, I'm live in Norfolk. Liz Kilmer, 10 on your side.
All right, good advice from Liz Kilmer out there. Well, the widespread floods, they are all over Hampton Roads.
That includes Suffolk, where several inches of rain have already come down. We've just learned there have been several water rescues across the city there as the storm moved in. 10 on your side's Marielena Belores continues our team coverage right now. Lena?
Yeah, the water has just continued to rise out here really quickly, even in the last hour. It's now up to my knees. I'm standing on Main Street, and we are at the edge of the flooding. If you take a look down the street, you can see it is all blocked off. There is a ton of water out here, probably about hip deep at its deepest point out there. And there's this gas station right off the side of the road. We have seen debris coming from the gas station all night. Tires, trash cans, just being swept across the street into the water. There's actually a garbage bin from a nearby restaurant that got picked up and moved around a parking lot. So like Laura was saying, there have been a number of water rescues out here. There's significant winds coming in upwards of 25 miles per hour, gusting around 40 miles per hour, and you can really feel that. So it is not safe to be out on these roads. City officials are asking people to stay inside. We were driving a little bit ago, and there is a lot of debris on the side of the road, and so we are just advising people, if you don't need to be outside, don't come outside. It is not safe conditions. So like Liz was saying, we will be continuing to monitor these conditions. Reporting now live in Suffolk, I'm Marielena Belores, 10 on your side.
All right, Marielena, we hope that you get inside soon as well after that report. Well, Matthew, it has turned deadly in parts of North Carolina. 3 people are dead, at least 4 are missing right now. 2 passengers in this car died when they couldn't escape the rising waters in Clarkton, that's near Fayetteville. In Bertie County, a curfew went into effect at 9 o'clock tonight.
The heavy rains have forced a lot of folks indoors across northeast North Carolina.
10 on your side, Joe Fisher continues our team coverage tonight from Nags Head. Joe, I can hear the rain.
Well, Laura and Brandy, it's been windy here all day long, but we are really getting pounded right now. I can tell you that just within the past half hour, the winds have really picked up. It's that 1 foot in front of another just to stay still. In Dare County, there is a flash flood warning right now in effect until at least 12:30. We are worried about flooding. We're worried about that ocean overwash on NC 12, and we are worried about Hatteras Island. The National Weather Service talking about 4 feet of water overnight, with that rain expected to pick up into the overnight hours and mix with the tropical storm force winds that we're feeling. We do want to point out that further inland, there is a flash flood emergency for parts of northeastern North Carolina. That we're talking about Chowan County, Bertie County, Perquimans County. You guys, we're talking about flooding that could be potentially life-threatening. About 3 to 4 inches fell within an hour earlier there. Along the Outer Banks and along the coast, the conditions are far from pleasant. You can see we're almost blowing away here, but we're going to continue to watch it. You're being asked to move to higher ground and stay inside throughout the night. We're live in Nags Head. I'm Joe Fisher, 10 on your side.
Joe, do be careful out there, Laura. And I think it's worth mentioning here, a lot of folks are probably wondering, we're telling people to stay inside, we're outside, but we want to give information so folks don't have to go out. We want to tell you what's going on. We want you to see it so you don't have to go out there. And our team will continue to follow Matthew's impact overnight across the area, both on air and online. Meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler and Deidre Tate will join Lex Gray and Stephanie Harris on WAVY News 10 today, starting at 6 a.m.